Hello, this is Suzanne. I'm your inner calm coach, and I'm also your mind body eating coach in training. Today, as part of our weekly series, Wednesday Wellness Tips, I want to talk to you about weight and a very unique approach that students of the psychology of eating take. And this is love your weight before you lose it. Now, this may sound a very opposite approach to what you're actually wanting to achieve. If your goal is weight loss, or you have a weight image, or even a body image issue, we need to love what we have now before we can get to where we want to go. Now, this is the reason why. But firstly, I will ask you a question. Have you been feeling like your dieting and your weight is just absolutely not taking you where you want to be? Have you felt really frustrated and perhaps even angry about how you're feeling, the fact that you're not losing any weight? Is it causing you to say some pretty unpleasant things to yourself, or perhaps even not out loud, but just thinking it in the back of your mind? These are the things that are actually stopping you from achieving the weight that you, or the body image that you truly desire. And let me explain why. This actually creates the psychological stress response in the body. So what does stress do? Hey Sue, how are you? Thanks for joining. So what does stress do? A whole heap of things. In terms of weight and body image, it increases your cortisol level, it increases your insulin levels, and it also causes your digestive system to begin to shut down by degrees. So your body just doesn't want to digest the food. The stress response puts us into the primal fight or flight response. Basically, the body wants to run away. If we are thinking nasty things to ourselves, even if we are eating fast, would you believe, the body goes, oh, what's going on? Is there something happening? Is there danger around? These are the primal underlying psychological responses that the body comes up with when there is perceived stress. Now, stress is perceived because we do create it in our minds. What we think about, we bring about. So as soon as we start thinking stressful thoughts, our body relaxes. It's the psychological stress response. We can't help it. It just happens. So if we are not happy with the weight that we are, and we keep saying, oh, I don't like the way that I look, my belly's this and my hips are that and my butt's this, and my clothes just don't look good, and every time I look at myself I'm not happy, you are actually creating the stress response. And so your cortisol levels are rising. What does that do? Your insulin levels are rising. It causes the body to create fat and hang on to fat. It just simply won't let go of it. And your main goal, I presume, if you are in this position, is to be a different weight, shape or size. But if we are constantly hating who we are, where we are right now, we're just continuously creating the stress response in our body, which just is going to hang on to the fat. It's going to make it very challenging for us to move into the place where we want to be. So what's the antidote to that? How can we fix that? It's actually love. Love is the antidote to stress. Loving your body where it is now, will put it into the relaxation response. So the relaxation response is the absolute antidote to stress, and it will create your cortisol levels to slow down. Your digestive system will start to work properly, and you're not going to be hanging on to fat, calories, not assimilating the food. And in fact, when we're also stressed, our body excretes all these amazing nutrients that our body actually needs. Calcium is one of them. Within about 5 minutes or 5 seconds, our body's just actually excreting calcium, which our body needs. So the stress response can be very damaging. It's very useful in a true stressful situation. If we're being run down by a saber-toothed tiger or something terrible is happening to us, yes, we need to act quickly. Everything that's non-essential in our body needs to shut down so we can fight or flight. But if we're living in a state of constant underlying stress, so much so that many people actually don't realize they're in a state of stress because they're used to living that way. So it's a matter of really evaluating what's going on in your life and finding ways to relax, de-stress, delegate, change, whatever you can do. Awareness is key. So my message here today, very unconventional: love it before you lose it. Your body and your mind will thank you. I hope you found that helpful. I'll see you. And if you've got any questions, please post it in the comments. And I will be in again next Wednesday. Bye.